Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have been posting a lot of video but really don't seem to get the more attention here. Hey. So maybe I will add shorts also from now on, so please check those out also. Today I will be expressing my opinions on K-pop, opinions taken from Reddit, Twitter, Quora and some other websites. Not wasting much time, let's get into it. K-pop fans live in their own bubble.
I honestly feel like K-pop fans hype K-pop in general a lot, especially in the West. They all say how popular it's getting when in my personal experience as a casual listener, with still a lot of interest of how this world works, that's why I love to research about it quite a lot. It still feels a lot like a niche genre. Sure, it is getting more popular than it's ever been, but I think that the fact that nowadays the divide between the online world, the mainstream media is kinda blurred helped a lot in this boost in popularity. K-pop has always had a community online. Its popularity online has always been there. The main reason you're seeing it much more in mainstream media now is the same reason you're seeing someone like Charli D'Amelio in late night shows. The online community is catching up to the mainstream one. The online community is catching up to the mainstream one, meaning that there are many more people that prefer to consume media online than to watch TV lately, and therefore the mainstream media is forced to include this online content or they'll be irrelevant, especially with the younger generations. In reality, to me it feels like the mainstream media is promoting K-pop as this trendy new thing that the kids online are listening to lately. K-pop in general outside of Korea, or maybe other Asian countries too. It is much more popular in Asia for sure. Doesn't get played in public as much. In my country I haven't heard a single K-pop song in public, not even a BTS song, and I am an Asian, and is a thing that I personally only have access to online. So yeah, I feel like if you belong to the general population not particularly interested in Asian culture or foreign music, you'll just have no idea about how K-pop even sounds like. Aside from maybe Gangnam Style, I feel like everyone has heard this song at some point. Up till this day, whenever I talk to people about anything related to Korean entertainment, the first thing that pops up is Gangnam Style.
BTS seems to have lost its spark.
Maybe this is just me, but recently BTS just seem to have lost their special, BTS touch, to put it in some way. I used to watch a lot of their variety specials and random videos. I also followed them on Twitter. And I remember that one of the things that made them stand out from other K-pop groups was the way they connected with fans. Their music is a thing I still love very much. My only reason was the above mentioned. Many people who are saying that their music had changed are right, but not hating. Of course the music style changes over years, like 2014 to 2021. Do you really don't want any changes? If their style would have been same, then again people would be like, BTS are not versatile. Just like Blackpink gets hate for the same girl crush concepts, although they are bop. And people saying that BTS is westernizing. I don't see a problem there. Although BTS were very popular even before releasing English songs, but I can target much bigger audience, then why wouldn't I? And y'all are behaving as if B and Film Out doesn't exist. At first, and still I think that PTD and Butter are all for fame. But I don't see anything wrong with it. Himself said that even though Butter was difficult in writing and producing, but PTD was a lot easier because both of these songs had the similar kind of vibe. And guys, I am totally fine with it. Imagine Chloe going to work, turns the radio on and listens Butter, then she would be vibing with it. But on other hand she gets to listen No More Dream. No doubt it is a great song, but Chloe would most likely prefer Butter, to have a great and light day ahead. And maybe she will check BTS out later. That's how it all works. So guys, I think if their next song is also upbeat and English, I would be happy and satisfied seeing them being successful.
Three privilege is a thing and it's not unfair.
Idols debuting out of one of the big three do have it easier than those in smaller companies. They have the advantage of a big label with an established name behind them, so they will naturally grow in popularity much faster than any other idol debuting in outside of the big three. But why are the big three the big three? 'Cause progressively throughout the years they have proven to release high-quality groups that have achieved a lot in their careers. These idols debuting under the Big Three has an immense amount of pressure to live up to the expectations of belonging to such a label. The standards to get into the company, let alone debut under the company, are so much higher than that of a smaller company, and the competition is so much tougher. Because who doesn't want to debut under a company with a big name? The chances of your career being much more successful under one of those Big Three are so much higher than in a smaller, more unknown company. The people training for smaller companies are basically the ones that didn't get accepted by the big ones and therefore, not good enough for the standards of any of the Big Three. In other words, the competition before debut is tough in Big Three, but competition after debut is big for smaller companies.
This didn't pave the way.
Refer to opinion number 1. K-pop was bound to be recognized eventually by the Western mainstream media, considering the community that it has accumulated online over the past couple of years. BTS were there with the sufficient amount of fanbase and the correct strategy. If it wasn't them, it could have easily been someone else. The recognition of K-pop is all thanks to the passionate fans that accumulated over the years and all the groups that helped bring this fanbase together. Doesn't mean BTS or other big groups didn't play any role, they did. But only for themselves, not for other groups. BTS went through all hardships like a rock and proved themselves. Many times it is that BTS gets the credits for the hard work of other groups. No hate to BTS, because it is entirely the fault of those fans and interviewers asking other groups about BTS, like NCT. I feel bad for them cause not every K-pop boy group is BTS. Groups like Monsta X, NCT and TXT have many times being referred to as Next BTS, which very disrespectful towards them and their fanbase. From the get-go, BTS had a bunch of second-gen, first-gen K-pop fans supporting them. Maybe not exactly from the get-go, as when they started they weren't as popular, but their fans that were there since day one were clearly also fans of other second or first-gen K-pop groups. If their marketing strategy was just correct, their recognition in the mainstream media was inevitable. The community was always there, but previous groups walked so your current faves could run. Let's all just appreciate everyone's effort. There is no need to discuss this kind of stuff. I don't see fans of Latin music saying, Luis Fonsi paved the way, no, do we?
YG always wins and they will carry on winning.
I think YG is the only company that could have the amount of scandals they have and their shitty management ways and still come out winning. Even after everything YG is notoriously famous of doing, they're still one of the Big Three. I personally find this case quite fascinating, and I think I know why that is. YG has been constantly releasing high-quality groups, music and well-rounded artists.
Their idols also don't seem to be as cut clean as other K-pop idols. They feel like idols with a certain personality and some freedom of expression with their craft, as YG does encourage songwriting among their idols. And after looking more into YG, I found out that even their trainees are required to write songs, which I find an excellent way they have to train their creativity. From what I can see, there's something special about YG idols. They don't seem like idols but more like artists, and whether you like it or not, their product at the end of the day is excellent. So, should a company also be ethical and morally and politically correct, or is the company's only job to deliver what they promise and create profit? This debate has been going on for a while and there are many perspectives to it.
Personally, I can understand why sometimes companies can't be fully ethical and all perfect politically and morally correct, because sometimes that's not the most profitable way to run, and companies always need profit for the amount of employees they're feeding and their other several hundred of thousands of dollars of other expenses they have. As per definition, companies are not required to be ethical. Their main purpose is to deliver what they promise. YG is a music company. Their main purpose is to deliver good music, which they obviously are doing quite well now and always have been doing that well. You can hate YG as a management company for sure, but you have to admit their artists are top tier, and for the most part they've done nothing wrong, so they don't deserve to get hate just for the mere fact that they're in YG. Because of this, I feel like YG will always end up winning, because aside from all their issues they always deliver what they promise, which in this case is high quality music and artists.
Pop fans need to stop protecting their idol and obsessing over them so much. Get a life. What's worse is that they protect their faves by putting others down. Like, no, don't do that. In this community I'm seeing it a lot. Stop it, get some help. Fans always come up with excuses on why they need to protect them so much, like, well, the K-pop world is tough, they've been through a lot. Newsflash: everyone has struggled in this industry. There's no such thing as an idol with a career with little to no
struggles. Another common excuse is that they get a lot of haters. Well, maybe if you stopped being so damn annoying about them all the time, they would get less haters. Also, another newsflash: everyone with a considerable amount of success gets haters. You can't win them all over. Just focus on supporting them with the best of your abilities and move on with your life. Money on them. Stream. Send support comments. Don't fight with others just because they don't like your fave's music or because they said so and so is better than them, and just report truly hateful comments. Don't waste your energy on a couple of trolls online.
Please stop comparing every group.
Every single time there's someone out there saying, I don't like this group, they're overrated, I like this group better, asterisk, and proceeds to justify statement by comparing them, asterisk, or so and so are so overhyped, I don't get how they're successful when they suck live in comparison with everyone else, or something along those lines. Each group has their own music, their own unique color. If you don't like it, good for you. But they're not doing music only for you. There are people out there that like it, and that's all that matters. That is why they're successful. Can we please just stop being so opinionated about absolutely everything and enjoy the music? Thank you very much. Comparing doesn't help. It's just a way to put one group down in order to uplift the other one, and that is not how we want to support our faves. K-pop fans always seem to forget the joy about music, and that is to just let go, enjoy it.
Pop will not die down after BTS and Blackpink.
Again, refer to opinion number 1. There was always a community to begin with, and there will always be a community there. Maybe the mainstream media will eventually get tired of it, and the general population just following it because it's trendy will focus more on any other trend that comes by after this. But the community will always be there, and rest assured that even if it does die down in the West, in Korea will still be as popular as ever, just as it has always been since the 90s, which is at the end of the day what truly matters.
International fans are just as toxic as nets.
I seriously feel bad for Korean fans sometimes, cause international fans tend to put themselves up in a pedestal by pointing out everything that Korean fans do wrong and generalize them as being some sort of ungrateful 12-year-olds brats or something like that. International fans have just as much as toxicity, if not more. There's bad apples everywhere. Do not generalize a group of people. On top of that, later on, these are the same people complaining about how generalized K-pop fans are. The hypocrisy is real.
Some people just support groups because of their looks or overall image, not because of their music.
And I feel like obsessive fans tend to be this way more. If not, they wouldn't be as obsessive. These idols also serve as fantasies for these type of fans, and let's be honest, the music could be complete garbage or something completely out of your style, but you can tolerate that because they're just so good looking and perfect boyfriend, girlfriend materials. And their aesthetics though.
So guys, this is it for the video. I didn't realize, but it became a rant on obsessive fans, but never mind. Comment your take. Thanks for the whole long ass video. Meet you next time. Please subscribe.